Hey you guys, what's happening? DC Frenchy Live here, coming at you. Hey, here's a little update for you. As I walk around this dog park, I brought Marley here to the dog park today to play. Hi, how are you? Who's this? You want to say hi to my friends? Hi. How are you? So, I know some of you wanted me to fight this dog ticket hardcore, but the deal is I really have no way of showing any proof. I have no evidence. The only thing that I have in my favor, according to what the public defender and I talked about this morning, is a lapse of time. Because the officer says that he showed up at such and such a time, and he sat there with Marley in the car for such and such a time. And everybody knows the zombie machine, it's really easy to break into. It only takes like 5 seconds to break into it. Like 5 seconds. So if the officer really wanted to get Marley out of the car, he could have. So that's the deal. That's the only thing that I have going for me. So outside of that, I have no witnesses to call upon. And I have no proof to show cause. So he said that I have I don't know how he said it. I have like 3 ways to go about this program. I can either fight it tooth and nail, and I could go all the way to court and have a jury, but he said with the way the people are around here, they'll probably turn me into a monster. And if I lose, if I did go to trial and I lose, I'd be looking at a lot more court fines, plus jail time for 6 months. And yeah, that's how that route goes. The other way is what I've chosen, is just to do the deferment, as he calls it. Means I could change. It means that I've changed my mind. I've decided to plead guilty and accept the fine. The thing is, instead of having to pay $1,000, I think the way I understood him is that it's dropped down from 1,000 to 500 plus some other little fucking court fees. But at least I'll be able to have a payment plan. And the third way that he said I don't even remember what the hell it was that he said, because it didn't make any sense to me to begin with. But he gave me my options, and he said, sounds like you're leaning on the deferment. And I'm like, yeah, I read over all the paperwork that you guys give me, and it's probably the sensible choice. Even he said if I was in your position, I would go with the deferment too, because at least it keeps you out of jail, and you still have your life, and you can still go to work. And I did ask him though. I said, well, so if I move somewhere, I said, so now by accepting this guilty plea, this means that I'm a criminal now. And does this mean that I have to, everywhere I go, I have to register as some kind of dog abuser? And he said, no, he's like, no, you don't have to register as an animal abuser. He said, "You're not a criminal." He did say, he said that I have to stay out of trouble for the next 6 months. And then in the 6 months' time, so that would be January basically to July, right? That's 7 months, I know, but he said for 6 months I have to stay out of trouble. And at the end of that 6 months, I can write a letter to the court and have this completely removed off of my record. But I hope to hell I have a house to live in by then, because there's no way that I'm going to stay out of trouble come the summertime. Somebody else will come along and cause problems for me and make up stories. And I asked him, I said, well, where's the dude that complained? Where's this anonymous caller? Like, anybody could just call into the police department and make up a story about this dog abuse. I said, my girlfriend works at Smith's, and I said, there's 1,000 dogs sitting in cars at Smith's all the time. I said, I could pick any of them, and I can make up a story and call the police. He was like, yeah, you could. He said, I guess there was enough time consideration in order to have the officer come. I don't know about that, but howdy. Hi. Wow. What? Are you saying hi? You want to say hi? Hi. What? Go play with Marley. He's over there. Well, anyway, this is DC Frenchie Live. I hope you guys are proud of me for the choices I've made. That's about all I have to say. I love you. Te dua, ti amo, whatever language you want to say I love you in. I'll talk to you later. Bye.